Well, hi there. Yesterday, I was talking to a friend about essential oils, and she said to me, I've totally missed the boat with essential oils. I have no idea how to use them, what they're good for, are they safe? Have you felt like that too? Have you used an essential oil and wondered if you did it right or if it worked for you? Well, this presentation is going to help you solve some of those mysteries that we all share. So if you're not sure if they worked or if you're skeptical, you're in the right place. And I was skeptical about essential oils too until I did my own research, which I'm going to share with you today. And now I feel comfortable using them for my own health, my family, even my dog, and my clients. So, my goal today is to take you from feeling skeptical and uncertain to being more confident and knowledgeable about using essential oils. Because I bet right now you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or you're not really sure if they're right for you, but they can be a really wonderful option for your own self care. So, my name is Wendy Petrucco, and I help women who are frustrated with debilitating digestive symptoms and exhausted from years of poor sleep and have seemingly unrelated issues of pain. And I help them make simple diet and lifestyle upgrades to really start living a life that they love. And the goal, of course, is always to get to the root cause of what these symptoms are from, but you still need remedies and tools to help support the body while it's on its healing journey. If you're interested in talking to me about some of your symptoms that you've been having a hard time navigating, you can reach me at Wendy at Happy Body for Life. So I'd like you to just take a moment and consider what your top health concerns are. Some of the most common ones that I hear about from women are poor sleep, struggling to find healthy weight, nagging digestive symptoms, aches and discomforts, seasonal issues. So, if any of those resonates with you, you can go ahead and write those down on a piece of paper and just keep them in mind as we talk about some of the essential oils today, because maybe you'll find a remedy that you'd like to try. If we didn't talk about your particular concern, again, I invite you to reach out to me at Wendy at Happy Body for Life. What we'll do in our class today is go over some of the questions that, if left unanswered, can create real obstacles for you in terms of using these products confidently for your self care. I'm going to show you 3 ways to use essential oils, and I have a free gift for you that you can get at the end of the presentation. So we have 3 questions about essential oils, and I'm going to preface that by saying we're talking about doTERRA essential oils. You can't take this information that I'm going to share with you today and apply it to essential oils that you buy at the grocery store. And we'll talk more about why that is in just a moment. The first question that people will often ask me is, what are they? What are essential oils? Well, if you've ever smelt a rose, if you've ever held a rosemary sprig in your hands, if you've ever walked through a forest, then you are surrounded by these amazing aromatic compounds that fill the air. And this aroma that you're smelling comes from the plants, and they are called volatile aromatic compounds. And they protect the plant from pests and bacteria and fungus. They protect the plant from physical injuries and other kinds of infections. And they can even attract the mate from all the way across the field. And what's really cool about essential oils is that our body recognizes those healing qualities of essential oils, and we can benefit from them as well. On this slide, you'll see peppermint essential oil, which is one of the most popular essential oils that people like to use. It's great for opening up the airways. It promotes clear breathing. If you're having a hot flash or you're having a hard time managing food cravings, this is a great essential oil to consider using. I can just put this on the back of my neck and it immediately will cool me off. What I think is cool about peppermint essential oil is it comes to us from several sources around the globe, but we get it primarily from the Willamette Valley in Oregon. This is where this particular plant grows the best. It's got the best climate, the best weather to really thrive in that environment. And when those plants are thriving, the essential oil is beautiful, robust, potent, high quality. One of the things that we learned from the grower in the Willamette Valley is that he said that he could make a lot more money if he let his peppermint plants get large, increase the volume, and he would make more money as opposed to when doTERRA has asked them to process the plant. doTERRA asked them to process the plant soon after the flowers bloom on the peppermint plant, because that's when the plant is most potent for its essential oils. And it also gives us the proper viscosity of essential oil. So doTERRA's commitment to the essential oils starts well before they process it and they distill those essential oils. It starts when the plant is in the ground. There are grades of essential oils that I think you should know about. And you can see on this graph in this gray section that 80% of the essential oils that you're familiar with have synthetics in them. Synthetics made in a lab, like a fragrance. They could also be adulterated or contaminated. They could have fillers in them. And these essential oils are not good for your health. They could be found in air fresheners and cleaning products, but they can also be found in the essential oils that you pick up at the grocery store. So I would avoid these essential oils for their health benefits, and I would always choose doTERRA's essential oils in favor of these synthetic brands. The other grade of essential oil is called a food grade. And you've been ingesting essential oils forever because essential oils are found in tea and they're found in packaged foods to increase their shelf life and also as flavorings in other foods. So you've been ingesting them without actually realizing that. In the purple section, you'll see the word therapeutic. What I think is interesting here is that companies can use the word therapeutic, organic, pure, but the companies that represent this particular aspect of the essential oil business, they don't find it necessary to test their essential oils. So that means, again, that there's a likelihood that you're going to be getting fillers and contaminants and adulterants inside of your product. And these things definitely influence the efficacy of the product. It may not work the way that you were hoping it would work. And it can be detrimental to your health, causing an irritation, unwanted side effects, and even an illness. So I would avoid those as well. And I would ask you to choose only a doTERRA essential oil. You can see here CPTG on our slide. This stands for Certified Pure Tested Grade Essential Oils. Prior to CPTG labels, there were no standards for essential oils. It was kind of the wild west of essential oils. And a lot of companies were jumping on the essential oil bandwagon to make money. But doTERRA has always been a legacy company, and they have created a beautiful opportunity for us to take advantage of the healing properties of nature while also taking care of the growers and the people that bring essential oils to us in the distilleries, and also care for the planet. They really are an amazing company because they care deeply for each and every one of us as we participate in this journey of life. So CPTG, Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, doTERRA has set the bar for essential oil purity, potency, and testing. Proper extraction and quality control methods allow doTERRA essential oils to be free of any contaminants such as pesticides, synthetics, fillers, solvents, and any other product that's going to be detrimental to your health. And so I know that you're going to want to be using the best product to support every system of your body. So the second question, again, if left unanswered, can keep you from feeling less confident about using essential oils, but you want to know, are they effective? Yes, they are effective, especially when we consider the certified pure, tested grade essential oils from doTERRA. So they only want to bring to market the essential oils that are most effective in alleviating common symptoms and concerns that you and your family are dealing with. And oftentimes they're more effective than modern approaches to health problems. Some interesting studies coming out of Johns Hopkins University. Essential oils permeate the cell membrane to destroy threats from within. And I'm going to show you a little video on how that happens here in just a second. And there are potent remedies for everybody in your family. Again, when doTERRA asked the growers to harvest the plant at its most prime stage of life, then we get the most potent essential oil that money can buy. So these two essential oils, oregano and tea tree, often come up in conversation to support immune health at the cellular level. And so what does that mean? Well, your health is dependent upon the health of your cells. And oregano and tea tree together combine to make this really awesome healing environment for your body. Oregano is known as a hot oil, so I would really discourage you from putting oregano directly on your skin. You always want to dilute this if you're using it topically with a little olive oil or fractionated coconut oil, and this will dilute it, keep it nice and safe for the skin, but it also spreads the product out and it keeps it from evaporating quickly. So it's got a longer lifespan on the skin. And you can use this anytime you're feeling like you're starting to get a little crud or starting to feel unwell. You know, your ears, your throat, your eyes will tell you that something's around the corner. So this is a great essential oil to use. It's a powerful antioxidant. It supports the immune system, and it's a strong natural antibiotic. And you're going to learn more about that in a few minutes. And tea tree helps to clear the lungs and the sinuses. It promotes clear breathing. It's a great essential oil for cleaning the skin, cleaning your environment, and it helps to get rid of toxins that can influence your health. So here I'm going to click on this little picture and take you to a video. I hope.
Bacteria have the ability to change their genetic makeup over time for their own self-preservation. Bacteria have their own defensive mechanism. They produce something called a peptidoglycan layer. It's the equivalent of an M&M shell that's protecting the chocolate on the inside. Now, one of the other elements the bacteria are very, very good at making, and that is something called a biofilm. Biofilm is its own very goopy, slimy mess that it covers itself in. So what's now starting to happen is we are finding that once very useful antibacterial medications are no longer effective at all. What that means for us, we have to use stronger antibacterial medications. We have to use more potent antibacterial medications. That comes at a cost to our own bodies. Melaleuca has the ability to come in and start to modify that sludge and remove it so that the oregano can get to the bacteria. And in oregano, there's a product called Carvacrol. Carvacrol will bind to that peptidoglycan and it punctures a little hole in there. Once that hole opens, you start to get a passing of ions back and forth. What that does to the bacteria is it allows it to lyse. It means burst open. And we've now accomplished something very dramatic, and that is by doing nothing more than using two simple little plant-based essential oils, you have created a very effective antibacterial solution.
So that is a wonderful video on how you can see how oregano and tea tree oil work together to destroy that cellular threat. And imagine that's happening all throughout your body. It's really quite remarkable. And it works effectively, it's safe, and you know, these essential oils are pennies per drop. They're so potent that you really don't need very much to help influence the health and wellness of your body. One thing that I will say that I think is really good advice to you is to start using your essential oils the moment you start to feel those unwanted symptoms that tell you that something is right around the corner. So the next question that I was thinking you might have is, well, what are they good for? Oh, gosh, they're good for everything. They're so good for you. They're good for your emotional well-being. They're good for your physical well-being. They're helpful to give the body a better environment to ease aches and discomforts, to de-stress the nervous system so that you can sleep. And when I think about that, I think about lavender. Clinical trials have looked at the benefit of essential oils for supporting all kinds of issues in the body. And I encourage you to look up some of those research studies. I like to use PubMed for that, but there are other companies that are out there that you might like to look at. Our lavender essential oil, interestingly, is considered a pharmaceutical grade product. And this is a designation that was given to us by the Journal of Pharmaceuticals and Biomedical Analysis. And they said that lavender is the most pure and highest quality lavender essential oil that you can purchase. So that's really good news when you're using that to support your own health and well-being. So I love to use lavender at night before I go to sleep. I'll put a drop or two on my hands. And I'm going to rub my hands together. And then I'll just take my hands on my pillow and I'll spread out my essential oils on my pillow and I can take them in aromatically. So how easy is that? Lavender is calming for the mind and calming for the skin. If you have a burn, you can apply lavender on there. It helps to seal it right away. And also, if you have a cut, like maybe in the kitchen, you kind of nicked yourself with your knife when you're prepping those vegetables, lavender essential oils will help to create a little bit of a seal over that wound. It really is amazing how quickly these essential oils will work. Okay, so let's talk about 3 ways to use doTERRA's essential oils. Remember, we're only talking about doTERRA here. And the first way is aromatically. So this is a essential oil blend and it's called Breathe. And you can put that in a diffuser or you can just breathe it right out of the bottle, or just like I did with the lavender, you can put it on your hands and put it on your pillow. This one is excellent for respiratory support. It has a blend of lemon essential oils, peppermint, laurel, which is so good for lung health, eucalyptus, tea tree, and a few others. I like to combine Breathe and lavender in the diffuser at night when I go to sleep. If you're not breathing well, your nervous system is under stress. And when the nervous system is in stress mode, you're not able to sleep. You're not able to digest your food well, and your body's not able to adequately heal and regenerate new cells. So I love the Breathe and the lavender together when I'm going to go to bed at night for a really restful night's sleep. The next way to use them is topically. And we have here in the picture Deep Blue, which is an essential oil blend, which you apply topically to ease aches and discomforts. Inside this blend is wintergreen, camphor, pure peppermint again, ylang ylang, helichrysum, which is good for nerve regeneration, blue tansy, and blue chamomile. And in this picture, you can see that the Deep Blue has a larger cap, and that means it's a child-proof cap. So you wouldn't want to ingest this particular essential oil. And it's great to soothe aching muscles, it relieves head tension in the body. This particular product, Deep Blue, also comes in a convenient stick. It kind of looks like deodorant, and you can apply that topically anywhere you have achy muscles or achy joints. The Deep Blue stick has an essential oil called copaiba, and copaiba in the Deep Blue stick work together to help you minimize the pain of arthritis. So it's a great one to consider adding if you know anybody that does have arthritis pain. Okay, you can also take your essential oils internally. So here's lemon. Gosh, we just love lemon. Lemon comes from the rind of the lemon, and it comes all the way from Sicily, which I feel like we should go on a field trip and just check that out. Oh, it's just beautiful. And you can use that internally. I could take a drop and put that in my water and drink my water during the day. And this will help detoxify my body, support my liver. I always think I have the same liver, the same kind of organ that my grandmother had years ago, but life now is so much more toxic. So anything you can do to support the health of your liver would be welcomed by your body. I'd like to give you a little bit of a tip here as well. So if I look at the side of the bottle, you should be able to see where it says essential oil supplement. And that tells you that this particular essential oil is safe to take internally. Lemon is an uplifting oil. It immediately puts you in a good mood. When you take that aroma in aromatically, those little molecules come up into the nasal passage, right into the olfactory bulb. Those molecules are coming up into the brain, but also coming down into the lungs. And the brain figures out if it's a safe aroma for you. And in the lungs, those essential oils are already working to help minimize any inflammation that you might be dealing with in your lungs. And then the essential oils find their way to little tiny capillaries that leave the lungs, and now they're into the bloodstream of the body. So whether you take it in aromatically or you enjoy that internally or topically, those essential oils come into the body and act on those cells, just like that video that we watched with the oregano and the tea tree oil. So a couple more that I think are really worth talking about and having in your little wellness kit would be frankincense essential oil. Frankincense comes to us from a few different places, but of note is Somaliland, which is a very, let's face it, a dangerous place to live, and they don't have a very robust economy there. And so I'm proud to tell you that doTERRA supports those people by buying frankincense resin from the Somalis and helps them cultivate the trees so that they last a long time, and again create a legacy not only for us to be able to use our essential oils, but for those people to have an income. doTERRA pays them year round. They don't pay them just for the harvest. They pay them year round to help them sustain their livelihood. Frankincense has many, many studies behind it that prove its efficacy for anti-aging concerns and cellular health, neurological health. It helps to create calmness in the body. It's a great meditative essential oil. It's one that you can take internally. It says essential oil supplement right on the side of the bottle. You can also put it in your diffuser. Some women like to use it topically. It helps minimize fine lines and wrinkles. You could mix it in right with your moisturizer, which was hard for me to say there for a second. Mix it in with your moisturizer. The next essential oil that I have for you is DigestZen. It's a blend: anise, peppermint, ginger, caraway, coriander, tarragon, and fennel. Some very strong aromas with those particular essential oils. And they work to ease digestive upset. And I have a really dear friend. She started off as a client who told me that she was doubled over with digestive symptoms after she had a meal. And I said, would you be open to trying DigestZen essential oil? And I gave her a little teeny tiny bottle. It must have been this big. And she was very apprehensive, and she sort of scoffed at me, if you can believe that. And she said, oh, I don't think that's going to work. But I gave her that little bottle, and try it she did. And she was astounded at how quickly it worked for her. She felt better in a matter of minutes, less than a minute. She's loved DigestZen essential oil so much that she's shared it with many of her friends, and she's been able to encourage those friends to use doTERRA's essential oils as well. So it's a great one to help with any stomach issues you might have, or car sickness or nausea. You can use it at meal times to improve your digestion. And I have to tell you that I've had a frog in my throat for a long, long time. And I've been using DigestZen in a veggie cap. So I'm not too crazy about some of these flavors, the anise and the caraway. They're a little strong for me. So I like to put my DigestZen in a veggie cap. you open the cap up and you put a few drops in, close the veggie cap, and then you swallow that veggie cap with just a little bit of water. And I can't tell you, it just seems like a miracle at how well that's been able to work for me. So some of the symptoms that I've been experiencing are coming from my digestive system. Didn't realize that. Okay, so what do we have next for you? So I have a gift for you. So this is an ebook that's filled with some simple recipes for you when you're starting to notice that you're dealing with some of these seasonal issues. You know, you're getting that in your ears and your eyes and your head, and you're just feeling all of that crud coming down on you. This is a great little resource book for you to have. And all you need to do is scan the QR code, fill in the information, your email address, and I'll go ahead and send you that ebook, and you can help yourself to perusing through that book. Maybe you already have some essential oils, but again, if they're not doTERRA, I would avoid using those. doTERRA makes beautiful essential oils that are safe, effective, and affordable. Thank you so much for being here with me. And don't hesitate to reach out to me, Wendy, at Happy Body for Life. If you have any questions about essential oils, any questions about something you saw on this video, or if you just need a little extra help helping yourself get through some of your health concerns, I'd love to hear from you.